I imagine, if you will, a young man named Max Planck, born into a traditional academic family, destined to follow in the footsteps of his ancestors. The year is 1858, and we find ourselves in the city of Kiel in northern Germany, where our protagonist Max enters the world. His family, steeped in the traditions of theology and law, expects Max to follow suit. His father, Johann Julius Wilhelm Planck, is a distinguished professor of law, and his grandfather and great-grandfather were both esteemed theologians. With such a lineage, it seems only logical that Max will walk the same path. But our story takes a turn. Young Max shows an early talent, not for law or theology, but for something entirely different: music. He displays a keen interest in the piano, organ, and composition, even considering a career as a concert pianist. Unbeknownst to him, this affinity for harmony and rhythm is a precursor to his future fascination with a different kind of harmony, one that exists not in sound, but in the very fabric of the universe. As Max grows older, his interests evolve. He develops a curiosity for the natural world, for the mysteries that lie beyond the reach of the naked eye. And so, he makes a decision that will set him on a path far from the one his family had envisaged. He opts to study physics at the University of Munich, a choice that shocks his professor, Philipp von Joly, who warns him that in this field almost everything is already discovered, and all that remains is to fill a few holes. Yet Max is undeterred. He dives headfirst into the world of physics, driven by a relentless curiosity and a firm belief that there is still much to uncover. Little did young Max know his choice to pursue physics would forever change our understanding of the universe. Now picture Max Planck, a young physicist struggling to solve a problem that had stumped scientists for decades. He's wrestling with the mystery of black-body radiation, a phenomenon that describes how objects absorb and emit energy. The existing theories of the day simply couldn't explain the observed behavior. Planck was not one to shy away from a challenge. He rolled up his sleeves and embarked on a journey that would change the face of physics. He proposed a radical idea. Energy, he suggested, was not continuous, but rather came in discrete packets, or quanta. This was a revolutionary departure from the classical physics view of energy as a smooth, flowing entity. To support his theory, Planck developed a mathematical equation that incorporated these quanta, and the key to this equation was a tiny number that would later become known as Planck's constant. This constant, represented by the letter h, is fundamental to quantum theory, and it set the scale for these packets of energy. But what does this all mean, you might ask? Well, in layman's terms, Planck's theory suggested that energy is like a set of stairs. You can't be halfway up a step, you're either on one step or the next. This was a groundbreaking concept and a stark departure from the established theories of the time. The implications of Planck's work were far-reaching. His idea of quantized energy levels was the foundation stone for the development of quantum theory, a branch of physics that describes the bizarre and counterintuitive world of the very small. Quantum theory has since become one of the pillars of modern physics, and it's all thanks to Planck's bold and innovative thinking. So there you have it, a young physicist grappling with an unsolved mystery decides to step off the beaten path and venture into uncharted territory. He proposes a radical theory, supports it with mathematical evidence, and in doing so changes the course of science forever. Against all odds, Planck had made a quantum leap, propelling science into a new era. Behind the brilliance of Max Planck's scientific mind lied a life filled with both triumph and tragedy. Max Planck, a man of science, was also a man of deep emotion. He was married to Marie Merck in 1887, with whom he had 4 children. However, his personal life was far from the theories and equations he was known for. It was a roller coaster of joy and sorrow, marked by the loss of his beloved wife and children. Marie, his wife, was his rock and pillar of strength. Her death in 1909 left Planck devastated, yet he found solace in his work. His children too, sadly, were not spared by the hands of fate. His eldest son, Karl, died in action during the First World War, and his daughters, Margaret and Emma, passed away due to childbirth complications and tuberculosis, respectively. His surviving son, Erwin, was executed by the Nazis during the Second World War for his involvement in a failed plot to assassinate Hitler. Yet, amidst the personal tragedies, Planck continued to persevere, driven by his unwavering passion for physics. In 1918, his revolutionary work in quantum theory was recognized, and he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics. It was a triumph that brought a glimmer of joy in an otherwise tumultuous period of his life. The world wars were a testing time for Planck. He lived through the horrors of both conflicts, witnessing the destruction of his homeland. Despite the chaos, he remained resolute, continuing his scientific pursuits even when the world around him was falling apart. Planck's life was a testament to his indomitable spirit. Despite the personal tragedies and the turmoil of the wars, he never allowed his circumstances to dampen his scientific curiosity. His resilience in the face of adversity is as inspiring as his groundbreaking contributions to the field of physics. Despite the hardships, Planck remained steadfast, his scientific curiosity never waning. As we look back on the life of Max Planck, we are reminded of the profound impact one man's curiosity can have on the world. A man of unwavering resolve, Planck's relentless pursuit of knowledge laid the foundation for a new era of scientific discovery. Max Planck's legacy is indelibly etched in the annals of scientific history. His revolutionary work on quantum theory stands as a testament to his pioneering spirit. Planck's bold assertion that energy is quantized, or broken down into discrete units, shattered the conventional wisdom of the time. This revolutionary idea, known as the Planck's constant, became the cornerstone of quantum mechanics, a field that would forever change our understanding of the universe. Planck's work didn't just rewrite the rulebook of physics, it opened up a whole new world of possibilities. His quantum theory paved the way for the development of countless technologies we take for granted today. From the transistors that power our computers to the lasers that drive our telecommunications networks, the ripple effects of Planck's breakthroughs are felt in every corner of our modern lives. But Planck's influence extended beyond his own research. His groundbreaking theories and relentless pursuit of truth inspired a whole generation of physicists. Among them was a young Albert Einstein, who would go on to develop the theory of relativity. Planck's support for Einstein's controversial ideas played a pivotal role in their acceptance by the scientific community. In essence, Planck didn't just advance science, he nurtured its future torchbearers. In the end, Planck's life serves as a powerful reminder of the transformative power of curiosity and the relentless pursuit of knowledge. His work, his theories, and his legacy continue to inspire scientists around the world to push the boundaries of what is known and explore the mysteries of the universe. Max Planck, the quantum pioneer, forever changed our understanding of the universe, proving that even the smallest of particles can have the greatest of impacts. So who was Max Planck? He was a man who began his journey as a young student, drawn towards the harmonies of music, yet ended up orchestrating a symphony of particles in the grand concert of the universe. His life was not just a simple progression of notes, but a composition filled with the highs and lows of personal struggles and triumphs. His contributions to science were groundbreaking, pioneering, and revolutionary. He gave birth to quantum theory, a cornerstone in the edifice of modern physics, but his influence extends beyond his own discoveries. His relentless pursuit of knowledge, his unwavering belief in the beauty of science, and his resilience in the face of adversity set an example for generations of scientists to come. Max Planck was a man who saw the world not as it was, but as it could be. Max Planck, a man of perseverance, a man of science, a man whose legacy continues to shape our understanding of the universe.